Alright. Gather. Come back to me, people. Okay. It's people that... It's how congressmen retire and then they go work for the lobby. You know, like they go work for the big pharmaceutical companies. Oh, wait. Wait, what did you guys tell me it was?
It's public and private sector.
Yeah, there it is. I didn't actually read the answer. Do you understand what private sector is? Like not a government job. The problem is if you go work for Comcast and then you suddenly be placed by President Trump in charge of the FCC, you might be making decisions on behalf of Comcast instead of the people of America. Number 2. Oh. An iron triangle consists of what?
Isn't it a state congress and a federal?
No. Thank you. You are correct. It's a bureaucratic agency, an interest group, and a congressional committee. We have drawn the iron triangle one time. I did not talk about it much. And the reason is because we are yet to learn what a bureaucratic agency is. And so I'm not, like, stressing about it. But, you know, we're going to learn more about that after Christmas. But the question will totally pop up on this multiple choice. Okay. The most important congressional activity is done where? Committees. Good job. You guys did that. You did that. What? Martinelli? How do you know Martinelli? I told you the name?
No, you showed us the video.
Oh, the video. Thank you, Martinelli. Aww. He almost came today. But it would have been distracting.
No.
It's because he needs to nap. Because we're going to the... Where are we going? Like Long Beach or Newport to look at the boat lights or something?
Oh, that's super fun.
Is it good?
Mr. Robinson,
He needs a nap, so we can't be coming here.
you're drinking a Monster.
No! No, I don't know. Why are you putting this on video? We're good. Alright.
Wait, are you taking video right now?
Yeah, right now. Hi. Okay. Okay. Shh. Most bills formally submitted for consideration in Congress. What happens to most bills? Are quietly killed off. Which is the closest to they sit there and do nothing. Yeah. Number 5.
I know.
Well, it's just you guys start talking if I go slow.
Yeah, but you don't.
Blame yourself.
No one
What was
even
the
said
answer?
anything this far. Or defeated. No, or killed off quietly. Killed off or... Yeah.
When members of Congress hold a hearing to question a cabinet member on how the law is being carried out. So, let's say they call down call down Betsy DeVos and they interview her because she's making some controversial college decisions. What are they participating in? Legislative oversight. When they call down somebody from the president's crew and ask them questions like, why are you doing this? If you are a human being, you should be writing notes on paper that cover the answers that we're going over. Because it's, I make you do it because it's helpful. To you're going to remember better like this. If I've made you do it and you've taken a test, you know I'm telling you the truth. Okay, what committee writes tax codes in the House of Reps? Appropriations writes how to spend it. Ways and Means writes how to get it, which is taxes. Vocab. And you made the cards?
No, I picked these.
Why last night? Because you want to retake that? Oh, right now? Okay. Didn't I ask earlier? You were not one of the hands. Did you have your hand up? After we're done with this, we'll move on to that part. Once the House votes for impeachment of a president, the president, what happens then? Tried by the Senate. Who leads the trial? Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Is this an easy unit?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Sometimes I don't know. Like, you have to tell me. That's good. The class totally, in my mind, gets easier as we go because it's like you keep hearing the same stuff. You hear like legislative oversight. It doesn't make sense now, but by the time we get, it's like, you know what I mean? You've heard it a bunch and you kind of
You
understand.
said the Supreme Court justices who
He's the leader of the trial. Number 8. Before the president submits his or her budget to Congress, I totally haven't taught this yet, but that's because, I don't know. Have I taught it? Okay. Before the president, so Trump has a budget and he wants to like tell Congress, I need $1 trillion for the government. The Office of Management and Budget coordinates the requests of, sounds good, federal agencies. So like Department of Homeland Security and stuff says how much money they're going to need. It's a little more of a question that doesn't belong in this unit, if I'm being honest. That's an executive branch question. Next, number 9. The most important factor in winning a congressional election is being an incumbent. That should be just like tattooed in your head. We think we've seen that question like 10 times in some form or another.
There's like everyone dropping out of the house now. Like there's that Arizona Republican, Al Franken. There's like another guy.
Yeah.
Sexual assault.
They say that they have not had this many people drop out since the Civil War.
Sexual
Like,
assault.
this is the most.
Okay.
The sexual assault stuff. What that one new guy said he offered a woman in his office $5 million if she would have probably intercourse with him and like have a baby. Like we can't have a baby. I'll give you $5 million to have.
Oh,
Low key, I would consider the offer.
Low-
You can't even have a baby.
$5 million,
Wait, 5 million?
You would take it.
right?
And I could be like, hey, can you make sure I don't get taxed on
But if you read the women, they say like they felt like it was not. I mean, the guy resigned. He resigned for a reason. For a reason. You know what I mean? Like, if it was like the other, I don't think it's that. But he must know the way that he came across. You know what I mean? Like, pretty weird. I kept reading the story like, what?
Where are you at in life where you're just like,
Crazy.
Congressman.
America. All right.
that's crazy.
$5 million. How rich is this guy that he's offered $5 million to people? Like, you know, they have whole agencies that can take care of that for you, and you don't have to pay $5 million. Like, you just pay like $30,000.
And she just,
Okay.
But she threw a baby shower for the baby, but didn't like the cereal.
Are you serious?
Kim Kardashian.
That's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
What is true about midterm elections?
the president's party to lose.
That's right. So, whether it was Trump that won or Hillary that won, we could predict. And since it was Trump, we can predict Democrats are going to get a bunch of seats in a year when we have an election. Because it's like normal psychology. How many questions is there? 30?
Party to lose seats in Congress.
Number 11. Shh. How do we choose a congressional chairperson?
Seniority.
Seniority. Serving on the committee the longest.
Remember when Mike Pence, he said like he never goes into a meeting with a woman without his wife being there?
It's not that, but he won't meet alone with a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of reasons specific.
But to me, there's something wrong with that too.
There is.
You know, like
What's wrong with that?
because that implies that like I can't be trusted if I'm alone with a woman. You know?
Well, look what's happening nowadays.
Okay, but okay. So
That's not why he's.
Not sexually
That's not why he says
Wait,
it.
wait.
It's like out of
If you
respect
sexually assault
for his
someone,
wife.
That's on you.
He's not sexually assaulting.
I know, but I'm saying if you're not going to sexually assault someone, why do you have to worry about being alone with them?
Because what if you say like, oh, you got a nice dress, or oh, you look good today?
None of these women are accusing people
But I mean-
of making like nice comments. Like
I don't know what's happening.
I thought it was a weird thing for him to admit. Like, it's very old-fashioned. Like, we work with women. Like, we need to be able to treat them like coworkers. Like,
He doesn't want to. That's smart.
but that's
how's that smart?
That's just
Don't
weird.
Accuse of people like there's substantial allegations.
look between that and the surrogate guy. I'll take Mike Pence. But it's still.
That's like saying I'm never going to go on a date alone because I'm afraid.
But I
she's
think
gonna kill
it
me.
is a little like there's something off about it.
Oh, I don't think so.
I think it's almost borderline disrespectful to women. That's like you can't be alone with a woman and just be professional. You know, like that you don't that it could get borderline
So then
unprofessional.
you're
Like,
saying that the woman is more likely to accuse him of something.
He's just saying he doesn't want to take any.
the people watching this on YouTube right now are super pissed. Okay,
People are watching.
they probably only hear me
If
talking.
people who are third peer are like, oh, that's wrong.
Okay,
Not in this person.
I was reading some crazy stuff about Mike Pence. I don't know if we want to get into it, but when the whole videotape of the, grab him by all that, when that happened, he didn't call Trump for days, and he was like he was ready for Trump to walk out, and so he could be president. Like, and he was legit like disturbed, like don't want to be a part of this. But when Trump didn't drop out, he's like, all right, well, I
And they're
guess I
saying
gotta-
like Pence's wife like hates Trump and like.
Yeah, you read the same thing. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, she does. Okay, ding, 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 ding.
It's funny like they're a bunch.
Wait, oh god, War Powers Act. The War Powers Act. What did it do?
B. No.
I think you're right.
Where is it? B as in boy. Okay,
Yeah, this was.
sounds good. To actually fund a program, Congress must pass a blank bill. C is correct. Appropriations, like spending. It's just another vocab thing. Do you know what appropriations means?
Alexis, if you ask that one more time.
I gotta get it too. The last day. Yep.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Huh?
It's like, oh, so he a snitch.
Huh?
Yeah, so we wrote.
I don't know. He knows, huh?
Yeah, he knows.
I think I'll try to get something basketball, but because he likes some stupid Delaware area team. But me and him are basketball bros. I'm not a football bro with him. Okay, question 14. Compared to members of the House, senators are generally.
Yeah.
That's right. They're going to face a little bit of a tougher re-election because it's statewide. A lot more attention. What does affluent mean? Rich. You should write down in your paper, affluent equals rich. Because that word comes up on a lot of tests and kids don't know what it means. Still, senators are what? Like 80% likely to win re-election? But It's 90 for the House. I think last actually was 96 or something. So
That was in the high 90s.
yeah. Okay, so Trump nominates a judge to the Supreme Court. That judge is brought down before the Judiciary Committee. A lot of you guys were in the Judiciary Committee, but you were in the House. They just go to the Senate. And the Senate, like, asks them questions and stuff. So where is the answer here? Yep. They may probe a nominee's philosophy, like, when does a baby's life start? And how do you feel about drugs? And that kind of thing. We'll learn more about that in the upcoming units. Watch some clips of times when that happened.
So like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is an example of casework? I'm leaning there, but let me see. No.
Helping your constituents.
Yep. Helping a specific person in your district benefit from something. How many guys would have got these all right anyway so far? How about you, YouTube crowd? How would you do? Just seeing if they're paying attention.
Oh gosh, there's this video and it's like corporate laughs and you
Me and my brother, we used to call it the car salesman face. Like, give me the car salesman face. Hey, how you doing? What can I do to put you in this Ford Focus today?
That's how my cousin's husband Dan acts. He's like, oh hey guys. Oh, that's so
The Carlton, you know? Yes.
No, Dan's.
Yes. Shut up. I don't want to talk about it. Star 718.
Oh, I knew it.
That's my birthday. July 18th.
Are you serious? You have the same birthday as my stepdad.
There you go. We're a match.
That's so strange.
All right, next. In viewing the relationship between the president and Congress in the area of foreign policy. Hey, I'm reading a question. You're distracting me. Stop talking. Shh. No. You guys are missing it because your backs are turned, you're talking, and you're like, oh shoot, he's done too. Oh shoot. You're lucky you're far enough away the mic didn't pick that up. Or YouTube would demonetize me.
No ad revenue.
I do not get any money from this. If I could, I would. I'm not going to lie to you. No. But I'm not going to edit this stuff out. Maybe the beginning by
War
Kieran.
powers out.
Okay, number 17.
War powers out.
In viewing the relationship between Congress and foreign policy, which action on the part of Congress attempted to reduce the president's power? War Powers Act. I'm scrolling down, ladies. Are you okay with that? Perfect. What conclusion can you reach from the fact that informal congressional caucus groups, such as the Black Caucus and Caucus for Women's Issues, have been formed? What conclusion can you reach because they exist?
Caucus groups are organized to better serve voters.
Yep. They have been created to better serve voters. Voters. You're the only person, Avery. 5 classes. You're the last one, and you just can't keep it together.
Just like last class, he was losing it. The last one with his name tag.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, what's the
Next! What, the bell? The scrolling? I'm not going to take 2 away, just 1 away.
Under which
What was number 18?
Yeah, but then you're gonna move on and avoid me.
Yeah, but listen to the room when I don't go quick.
So I'm going to be writing number 18 while you're discussing number 19, and then I'm going to have to copy number 19 and have them
But you, who is Doug Dimmadome? What show?
Isn't that from? Yeah. He's
Disney
like
Channel? What is that?
Isn't he the mayor?
Basically the same thing.
He's the mayor of Dinsdale.
Nickelodeon's more edgy, little more edgy.
Actually,
Nickelodeon's PG.
Disney Channel's getting more edgy these days.
Well, they all turn into like Selena Gomez's and Miley Cyrus's.
Well, not just that. Like they're doing a new show. Like they're having like the first out like gay like character. Like they're getting real edgy.
That's just life now. Okay, here we go. Kieran's ready for 19. Under which of the following circumstances is Congress least likely to pass a bill? Wait. Oh, this question's crazy. Okay. So, under which of the following circumstances is Congress least likely to pass a bill that the president says he's gonna veto? Okay, wait. Shh. Congress thinks they have the votes to override a veto. Well, that sounds good. It's not that, because it's the least likely. That's very likely. The president's public approval rating is high. Well, if he's real popular and he vetoes something, then you're probably not going to override it. A failed attempt has been made to develop a compromise bill with the White House. No. The majority of American public support the bill. We're in least likely. It's because I'm used to some other question, and halfway through I realized this is not the question I expected it to be. Is there another veto one on this? About the party matching the president or whatever? No? Okay.
Quizlet said it was.
Oh, okay. So least likely, yeah. I was expecting it to be a different question. Because it's least likely if a really popular president, let's take like FDR, if FDR vetoes a bill, Congress doesn't want to go against a really popular president because it looks like they're doing something really controversial. My bad, I should have read the question more closely. Number 20. A member of the House of Representatives wishing to influence tax policy would most likely serve on what committee?
Ways and Means.
Kind of a repeat. Ways and Means?
What?
Oh, one of these types of questions.
It's not number 1. Wait, is it?
No, it's not.
I like these though, because they really test you. Okay.
That's why I don't.
Because it's asking like 10 questions in one, basically.
It's like saying this, he's like, oh, there's only 5 questions on the homework, but each part
There's
has
like 9
Yeah,
questions.
but there's a A, a B, a C.
Okay, I'm looking at these in this class, but then I have these like AP stats, and I'm like, man, all right.
right.
Okay.
Huh? I don't know. Okay, the FRQ is it's easy.
Yo, your
On the
eyes look
left.
like they're gonna pop everywhere.
I don't know. Let me see.
All right, next question. We have to really pay attention to this one, please. Here we go. Which of the following accurately describes congressional committees? Kieran! Don't put the pencil down.
The last part.
You don't look. This is what you have to write.
I'll remember. No, because then I'm not remembering.
Romney, the FRQ is 3 parts.
Okay. Shh. India, stop. Okay. Which of these is true about committees? Is the committee chairperson always belonging to the majority party?
Yes.
So every correct answer must have number 1 in it. That means it's either B, D, or E. Let's look at number 2. Seats on each committee are divided between 2 major parties in exact proportion. Is that true?
Yes. No, it's not, because remember, there has to be, the majority party is more people.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Well, but that is what it's saying.
Oh, my bad.
Exact proportion.
Proportion means it matches. So I think everything needs to have 1 and 2. which only leaves them with B. Is that correct?
No, that's what it is.
Does it say that's wrong?
Yeah, they actually.
Is the problem that it's not exact because there's less people? You know how the math, like, what? Do you know what I mean? But that's a messed up question. You know how, like, do you understand what I mean? Who did this? Okay, let's keep going. All right, let's say if I'm a student, I'm thinking that it's B. So let's investigate. Is this true? When a committee vote results in a tie, the vice president casts a tiebreaker vote. That is not true. So that means that I guess I was wrong about this. Here's the thing, because if it's like, you know what I mean? Like if 55% of the House is Republican, sometimes that's not a clean, when you only have 12 committee members, you know what I mean? You need 100 to make it clean. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay.
I kind of do.
Alright, so let's see. Is it this? They recommend whether Congress should pass various pieces of legislation. Those recommendations are always approved by the full... No. Okay, we'll go with one only. Who did the test? Is one only correct? Okay.
It's one only?
One only. Listen, the reason I know that is because on here 4 was definitely false. So, process of elimination. Even I, like the wording, you know, like 2 looks pretty good, but I guess it's not good enough.
31.
Not a lot more.
Yeah, 31.
Federal funding for methane gas research in Eastvale, that's kind of funny, is an example of pork barrel. It's Congress funneling money to the district. Even if it doesn't like benefit you, jobs are created in Eastvale, whatever.
Ooh, it's one of the ones with the difference.
What's your dare?
10 years ago, people were very concerned about methane gas in Eastvale. Do they still care about that? Oh, they were big time concerned. Like the new home communities would have like pipes, like they'd go in the air and would release the gas. No, you don't hear about this? Because this is all dairy land or whatever.
Yeah.
And methane's like
there's a
really
lot-
not
and
good
there's
for
a lot
you.
of pockets of methane in Eastvale because they built right on top.
Right on top of like
and
the
they're supposed
poop.
to like let it like. But they
Disperse, but it
And
didn't.
some people have like methane pockets in their garages.
Idiot, how do you know everything?
I know.
She does know like a little bit about
Okay,
everything.
because
And
here's
then
the
you're like,
thing.
oh, actually, as a
This
matter
is
of fact,
how.
you're-
She's like, doesn't his wife hate? I'm like, wow, very
This is
good.
how I know. At nighttime, I'm like, oh, I'm going to bed at 10:30. Next thing I know, I check Twitter. Next thing I know, I'm checking the news. Next thing
You're
I know,
like me.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
that doesn't like mean you should know about methane gas, like everything there is to know about.
I'm just a curious person. Like, you should see my Google search history. Well, maybe
If somebody goes
maybe
missing,
you
you're gonna be in big
should.
trouble.
Maybe you should.
No, that's cool.
I only do that in
I love
private
that.
classes.
I'm the same. I read all kinds of stuff. And I don't read books like I should, but
And, like,
I can
my-
tell you any kind of news story.
I read a lot of books, huh?
What is the tip of your shoelace called?
Oh, an ad-lib? An ad-lib?
Like what?
I didn't know that.
I read a lot of books about like business and stuff like that. I don't read a lot of like.
All right, we're almost done. When members of Congress, this looks very familiar.
Yeah,
It's just a straight up repeat. Did you get that, Kieran? Pork barrel, methane
I
gas.
did. I got it the first time.
All right. You look like you were like, don't scroll, but you didn't want to say it.
I appreciate it.
Okay, I'm looking out. Okay. An example. Is this the same again?
Yeah.
Wait, that's not right. Is it a little different? It's exactly.
Wait, did we do number 23?
It's just a repeat.
Oh, okay.
You guys don't need to write it, so can I scroll past it? Because we wrote this already. All of these are major sources of conflict between Congress and the Prez, except... Do they have different terms of election?
Yes.
Yes. Do they have separation of powers? Yes. Do they have different constituencies?
Yes.
Yes. That means like the people they represent. Checks and balances? Yes. They don't fight about reapportionment. Although today they probably would, because they fight about everything, even milk. But
Wait, reapportionment as in,
reapportionment is how the districts are like redrawn because people are moving.
and the president has no say in it.
No say.
There's a difference between reapportionment and redistricting.
That's right. Reapportionment is like California becomes worth one less point because people moved to Arizona.
That's what happened.
And then
Which-
then they'll
which-
find out it's 2020.
and it'll change in 2020.
Do you think it'll change?
Yeah.
Usually it does. Like there's always some changes. I don't know about California.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm great.
Okay, next.
Morning's getting better, huh?
5 more questions. How did the composition of Congress change between 1950 and 2002? All right. Although we're still not equal, there's more women and minorities than there used to be. Because anything more than 0 is higher. But we still have a long ways to go. Oh, good. Look at the next question. Another one of those fun ones. What? Which one? Oh. Well, if anyone who puts it, I worry about you.
Sorry.
I'm glad that it's not the right answer. The funny thing is, on my actual test, I probably have those duplicate questions, and I probably have like these same problems. For what? This just made it easier for you, and you want more points. That is like such a high school, like, can I get extra credit? It's raining today. May I get extra credit?
No.
What just happened?
Especially when you have a teacher who's an ASB and they're like, oh, come to the football game. I'm like, can I get extra credit for that? And she's like, no, but you can come.
All right. You guys really thought it was raining. Sometimes I don't think you're listening, and then I say something, and everyone turns around like, oh, you are listening. I had to turn around for nothing. Can I get extra credit?
Robinson.
Incumbent members of the Senate tend to win re-election because... Okay, check this out. It's trying to trick you. Senate. Often their districts have been drawn. Hold on. Senators don't have districts. So right away, anything with 1 is wrong. So A is wrong, and C is wrong, and E is wrong. Voters are more familiar with incumbents than challengers. Okay, perfect. It must have 2. Does that mean that it can only be D? Yeah?
Yeah.
The staff of incumbents solve problems. Good. Incumbents are able to raise more. Good. Okay, there it is. 2, 3, and 4. 3 questions remaining.
I'm so confused.
Oh boy, a package.
Oh no, I was talking about my nails.
Okay. Are you seriously writing down your paper like 3, 2, and 1?
No.
I hope you are. I'm gonna change it. You'll see. Okay, here. That was kind of patronizing. Could you let me learn?
Come on, Robinson. Just kidding.
You know what Malcolm is? So like right now my parents are walking in and there's like this weird like it's either Mexican or Indian ritual. Like it's crazy.
Why
What's
are
up?
there babies on your mouth? You answer.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's like something Catholic.
Is it?
No, it's not Indian.
I don't know what it is, but
Hispanic.
it's weird.
Is it a special day today? I don't know.
I don't know. December 9th? 2 days ago was Pearl Harbor.
Where my Catholics at? Is today a special day in Catholicism?
What? That's not Catholic.
Cathodon?
Hey, today's the last 5 days since the new
Stop. Don't.
Okay. Does that really bother you?
Yeah.
Alright, listen. Shh. Chelsea. I'm just saying. The difference between gerrymandering and malapportionment is what?
B. What did I put?
E.
Did I?
And the word size means population in E. Gerrymandering is a crazy drawn district so that a certain party wins. Malapportionment means one district has 1 million people, one district has 200,000. That's not good. They're both a problem, but they're different problems. There's so many jokes I could make, but someone did a court case and you had to find babies like in the hallway, and there was leftover babies.
She looks like my niece.
They don't come. Miranda has never come to Saturday
You
school.
really think when she has 110% in your class? Like,
No one has 110% in the history of AP government.
So Dia did a version.
Is that today?
It's the 12th, but maybe there's only...
They're doing it. Yeah, got the weekend. That looks like it because they got married and they're like. Okay. Okay, this was totally like Google it.
One man, one vote.
And the answer is one man, one
It
vote.
was in one of your...
Was it mentioned once?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. Sometimes when it's online lecture, even I haven't dealt with the material like in a long time, because... Of course. Low-key, my first... This is on YouTube. My first son was like very handsome, like gorgeous baby. My second son, maybe just because the first one was so handsome, it was okay, but it was like, no, but like babies need time, you know, like sometimes they don't look so good at first. Plus, like no one knows this, but the baby comes out. Maybe it's only white babies, I don't know. But like they look okay, and then the hair falls out. Like they grow hair for a while, and then it all just falls out. Did that happen to your guys' little babies? Happened to both. Happened to both of my kids. Like they look good. Well, like you all have like little cousins or something. I don't know.
That did not happen to my little brother.
Like they look good at first, and then like 2 weeks later they're like bald and all like.
No, my brother was born with 4 head of hair, and he kept it like his whole like it's been the same.
But even my kid's hair color changed. My first one was like red head, and then in 2 weeks he was not like it
Well, my
fell
little
out.
brother, like the second day he was born, like he did not look like brown, and I was like, did they like give us the wrong child?
Yes,
still don't understand why you're so blonde. Like, I've met your wife.
I was pretty blonde when I was a kid, and she was definitely blonde. She was like towhead blonde.
Then maybe you're crazy.
She gets her hair done, but even then, like, but her hair is like she's not blonde anymore. But we both were blonde.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're like crazy blonde. Okay. What is a standing committee? Where is that? Oh, thank you. Hey, they are permanent. A standing committee has been around and it will be around. A committee to investigate Russia and Trump is not a standing committee because it will not be around in 5 years. If it is, we have a problem. Do you ever think it's crazy that you guys are both Kieran? You must have had that
Wait, when were
conversation.
you born? Yeah.
Trying to decide who had it first.
November of 1999 or 2000.
By the way, you're older than me.
You just want to know how bad is
You
it?
were born in
Okay.
2001?
No, 2000.
Hey, look!
In December.
I didn't know it, but here's a question that helps me.
Before her.
Shh.
February of 2020.
India, do I matter? Am I a person that matters? Karen! Alright, if you have a committee to investigate 9/11, what type of committee is it? Select. 9/11, 9/11, 9/11, 9/11. Not exactly, but that was a part of it to look into everything. Nine 11, 9/11.
Can you scroll up to 30?
Did he really just...
Oh, this is
Did I what?
it's not trying to.
Isn't that a song like Black and Yellow? Is that a thing? Black and Yellow? Like there was a kid, like it's been like 8 years ago,
Oh no.
and I used to make kids do music videos where like you teach history or whatever, and she was like 9/11, 9/11. It wasn't a joke, huh?
I'd buy the song.
Right? I can probably find it if you want.
I definitely want to see it.
That's so bad. You let that happen?
It wasn't a joke. Her topic she had to teach was 9/11.
Oh, I did get 100%. It's submitted, thank God. Yeah, I got 100%. Never mind, it's submitted.
India. I just got it.
I'm not gonna be able to find it.
I'm sorry so much.
No, it's okay. Like, I just got it.
It's fine.
All right, video's over. Sorry for the distractions. That was a long time.